Volume 1, Book 11, number 693. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. I prayed with the Prophet one night and stood on his left side. Allah's apostle caught hold of my head from behind and drew me to his right and then offered the prayer and slept. Later the muadhin came and the Prophet stood up for prayer without performing ablution. Volume 1, Book 11, number 694. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. One night an orphan and I offered the prayers behind the Prophet in my house, and my mother, Sulaim, was standing behind us, by herself forming a row. Volume 1, Book 11, number 695. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. One night I stood to the left of the Prophet in the prayer, but he caught hold of me by the hand or by the shoulder, arm, till he made me stand on his right and beckoned with his hand, for me, to go from behind him. Al-Kashmihani Fatah al-Bari. Volume 1, Book 11, number 696. Narrated by Aisha. Allah's apostle used to pray in his room at night. As the wall of the room was low, the people saw him and some of them stood up to follow him in the prayer. In the morning they spread the news. The following night, the Prophet stood for the prayer and the people followed him. This went on for 2 or 3 nights. Thereupon Allah's apostle did not stand for the prayer the following night, and did not come out. In the morning, the people asked him about it. He replied, that he was afraid that the night prayer might become compulsory. Volume 1, Book 11, number 697. Narrated by Aisha. The Prophet had a mat which he used to spread during the day and use as a curtain at night. So a number of people gathered at night facing it and prayed behind him. Volume 1, Book 11, number 698. Narrated by Zayd bin Thabit. Allah's apostle made a small room in the month of Ramadan, Said said. I think that Zayd bin Thabit said that it was made of a mat, and he prayed there for a few nights. And so some of his companions prayed behind him. When he came to know about it, he kept on sitting. In the morning, he went out to them and said, I have seen and understood what you did. You should pray in your houses, for the best prayer of a person is that which he prays in his house except the compulsory prayers.